Gemini, how you doing? Welcome to your weekly reading here on the Astroflower, going from the 12th to the 18th of August. Hope you're doing well. Energies coming through from the sun at the moment are fire and air, which is really good for you because you're an air sign, but you've got fire at the base according to the Astroflower. In fact, you got more fire than you do have air. Here you go. You got your this week's reading, overall energies, karmic path on your relationship side, karmic path on your financial side, how the universe is trying to influence you through coincidences and synchronicity, and then the connection to your path and what information you can bring from your past, which helps you to develop what you want for your coming future. And then you've got what is willing you on, the sort of energies that you're aspiring to. And then we've got at the top is our connection to the world around us, or the lessons to be learned from this week, or the information to be gleaned out of this this coming week. Let's just see what's going on overall for the overall energies. Hope you have a lovely reading. There's a massive potential on your relationship side. It doesn't actually seem to be going anywhere. There seems to be a lot of energy that's building up within you, and it could be a lot of emotional energy. And obviously, there is the yin and yang in life. If you're not feeling comfortable about it, I would obviously talk to people around you. Explain. There's no problem. No one's perfect, and everyone needs a helping hand, and communicating with one another is the best way in which we can do that. Explaining how we feel. I know sometimes it can be difficult, very difficult sometimes, and it can be very emotional. But, that's on the negative side. So if it's building up a lot in creating a lot of anxiety, I would certainly, speak to people concerned with the situation, openly. If not, it's going to be building up the other side. The flip side of that is this: you could use this energy in a way that sort of kind of goes, do you know what? Actually, this is what I want after life, out of life, and this is what I'm going to go and get. And this potential energy can be driven in a direction of what you wish to experience in life in regards to your emotions, your relationships, and so forth, is really important. You have a massive potential. On your financial side, there's a lot of things that need to be answered about what the path that you're going on at the moment. It's either you've started a new direction. If you have, it probably is a good time to sit back, see what has happened, how you got to where you are, what was the aims, the ambitions, did they get realized? Just a little bit of an assessment to refocalize your path. If you're going along a pathway which is not, you're not happy about, it's a good moment to look at changing. Okay. So yeah, it's the Hangman. It's looking at things completely differently, and I think this is where you've got that full potential in your relationship side, because you can look at this differently. You can allow it to cause anxiety for you, but that same energy you can allow and open up and do things and actually say things, say what you feel, and then therefore it'll be done and dusted. It's clear, it's out there, it gives a direction, and therefore you'll be able to know what you want in life. And on your financial side, as I said, is a moment of assessment. Hangman, looking at things in a different light. Let's just see what's going on on your relationship side with the cards here. You've got the karmic message that is playing into your connection with the outside universe, synchronicities, seeing what's actually happening, how you connect with the world, and the universe is pulling that out as well. It's really encouraging you to get out there and get involved in life. Your past self is playing into your karmic path. This is where you're realizing, what things you've had to do in order, or what things have happened in order to be where you are today. But there is a massive door, an opportunity open for you. And this opportunity is playing beautifully into your future. There's a beautiful thing coming up here. And it could be a new love, or it could be a re-engagement of love with someone that you know already. It could be an opening of a spiritual path as well, spiritual practices and so forth. But whatever it is because you're seeing things in a different light. And I think that's all going on there. The message or the lesson that should be coming out of this week here I got this like cake analogy again. I've been using this for years, but it's the idea that that you have like a multitude of ingredients in a cake, and each cake is not the same. So I wouldn't I wouldn't say so it's a chocolate cake, but the way I do a chocolate cake and the way someone else does a chocolate cake is completely different, but it's still a chocolate cake. And it's like, here is sort of like, you don't want to slip into that idea kind of go, oh, it's a chocolate cake. Kind of go, no, you've got to taste it first. And I think this is where you got to taste life. That's what it's sort of saying on the overall energies. Massive opportunity, a doorway out with the old and in with the new. This is the amount of potential you have, Gemini, at the moment for creating a completely new way of being in regards to your relationships is so strong. And it's only you who can go ahead and do that. You got the Ace of Wands and the Six of Pentacles here. Six of Pentacles is about sort of like, it's that philosophy that I go into a lot. It's about sort of, as long as I am okay, everybody else can be okay. I'm not responsible for everybody to be okay, because that would be ridiculous. I couldn't do that. That's impossible. So I only try and do things that are possible. When I'm in a good way, I'm in a position where I can actually help people. And that's what I think is sort of saying here. I think you need to get out there on your side and create. Look at that. That's the 3 cards. It's all about you, Gemini. There's a great opportunity and you just need to start manifesting it. And I think you have been gradually putting this into place in your past. If you look at what you've been doing over the last year, I think you'll realize that actually you've been creating this opportunity for you. And it is a beautiful one, very, very passionate one. And it's like, you now need to just sort of allow the magic to happen. The Hermit card here, this is seeing both sides. This is about the chocolate cake. We're getting back to the chocolate cake. This is about seeing both sides of life, seeing your shadow side and your sunny side. When the Hermit goes up the mountain, he's got to go around the mountain. And sometimes he's on the dark side of the mountain and he sees his shadow side. Well, he sees his shadow side actually on the light side, really, rather on the dark side. But that's the thing for philosophy. We'll talk about that in a video to do with fate and decision, whatever. Getting back to you, sorry. Yes, he can see both sides. And I think this is where it's contributing a little bit into that sort of thing, into seeing things in a different light. Don't allow yourself to sort of say, oh, it's a chocolate cake, therefore I'm not going to try it. No, I'm not going to accept that. Go and try that bit of chocolate cake. At least come back and tell me you don't like it. One other way, I don't mind, but whatever it is, or you prefer that other chocolate cake. I just think you should really need to, just you've got to allow this energy to flow out of you now and not worry about it. And just realize that you can fall in love, and the direction you need to take here, that Queen of at the top, the lessons you need to take is it's only you who can take this direction. It's only you who can decide to, try that chocolate cake. I like chocolate cake, if you haven't gathered that already. I like chocolate cake and a nice cup of tea. It's lovely. But anyway, it's you who's got to make the decision. And with the Queen of Swords, more of a Libran card than the Gemini card. But, the Queen of Swords is that she's looking out of the card. She's looking out one way. She's not looking straight down the card. The King of Swords looks straight down the card. He's following the evident path. She is creating her path. And I think this is what you need to do. I think you need to create your path with this connection through synchronicities, the outside world, socializing and so forth. But you've got to look at it a little bit differently so you don't stop yourself from living. Let's just see what's going on in your financial side. Karmic past playing to in the past here. I think this is the re-evaluation of where you've come to where you are now. The universe is playing out as well, so it's bringing in a lot more things. And it may be a case of, how do I bolt on what I'm already doing with these new opportunities that are coming, or these new desires or ambitions for you within your business, your job, or any projects that you want to do in your personal life. How do I connect these to what I'm doing at the moment, or do I need to change what I'm doing in order to take this new direction? You know, and I think you need to now start letting it in and putting it together, basically. Yeah, it does want to play into here. The past, it is a reevaluation of the past, basically, at the moment. I think you have to do on your financial side. The opportunity that comes out the top is very solid, brings you in a lot of good, consistent, bankable results, basically. You know, real progression. And then the lessons out this week. Use your strengths. Your strengths, Gemini, is that idea of knowing the process that you have to go from A to Z. Knowing that you've got to cast past A, B, C, D, and how you go about it. Once you realize how you can do it, and you can understand almost like the mechanics of it all, that's what you've got to do. And I think you've got to apply that within your life. I think within your financial life, within your career path, your business, or your project, you've got to apply that sort of process that you've got within you. Devil card. Yeah, I think this is, it's your karmic path to look at all angles in your life, to see which parts of what you've been working on, your career path, business, or projects that are illusionary. You know, it might be a goal that is not obtainable at this present time. And I think once you start sifting between the illusions and start seeing the reality, that's why we say the devil's in the detail. And that's when you start going into that. That's when you can start getting some good rewards. King of Swords, this is you. There's a lot of things that are coming into your life. And I think you've got to realize that you have a much greater capacity to do, or to explode this business into something massive or really big, or something that really works for you, or project or career path. You've got the capacity to create this. And you are creating it. You are bringing it into life. This is why you probably got to play for your strengths. Your past to your future. This is a nurturing card, the Seven of Pentacles. From your past, you are nurturing. And as I say, how do you bring in these things, and how do you connect it to what you're doing? And this is all about nurturing. And in order to connect new ideas, or taking your finances or your career path to a new level, maybe even just getting a job, you know, you've got to play to your strengths, and you've got to realize that maybe there's some things that need to be left and gone. So it leaves space for this new evident path, this energy that's coming into you, that's giving you a lot of clarity about where you should be taking it. So it may be a case of sort of saying, you know, I'd like to do this thing here, this project, but I don't really have the time because I'm working 65 hours a week. Okay, we'll cut down to 50 hours a week. Then you've got 15 hours to work on that project. Yeah, you're going to lose a little bit of money, but you may actually, that project may become such a big money earner for you that actually you let go of that other job, you know, sort of thing. And you get the King of Pentacles in your future. Absolute abundance coming into your life, and abundance through understanding and knowledge. It's a Taurus card, which is right next to you as well. It's within your area. You do have a lot of Taurus in you. You know, Taurus is playing through you like that. You know, so you get a lot of that Taurus energy into you. And I think that determination you have, once you get it within you, and you know, and you understand that this is where the knowledge of this week here is playing into here, playing to your strengths, knowing your strengths. And I think you know mechanically how to do things, and the map that you need to put in place in order to get there. The Emperor, yeah, look at that. This is really, really powerful, Gemini. Really, really powerful. You've got so much potential. You've just got to realize what the illusions of what you started out doing. So like, you know, obviously I've written books, I've doing a YouTube channel, I've been doing healing, I've done a lot of things. And there's some things that I thought were going to be much bigger than others in my life. There's some things that are a lot bigger than I didn't think it was going to be that big. You know, and I do lots of things in my life. But I know how to sort of play to my strengths in a way. And I think this is where we become, You know, we all create those illusions at the beginning because it's aspirations. That's what we're aspiring to. And it, you know, how it comes out is how we apply ourselves. And I think this is where you've got to realize your strength, your application to it all. And that's where the emperor card comes in. He's the emperor over his physical world. The empress is a controller over the, controls her empire through the emotional world. Okay, let's just see what's going on with the clarification for you. With the Hangman, you get the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, I think you're learning to seeing things differently. You're learning how to mechanically put together your dreams and aspirations. And also, it's a way of bringing luck into your life. It's a way in which you're creating luck within your life. That's what the page does. It learns how to turn a pretty penny. And those pretty pennies can become dollars or pounds very quickly. And before you know it, it could become really big. So I think you're learning about this process of creating abundance for you. Look at that. Love is on the door for you. It's playing out for you. You've just got to manifest it, Gemini. You've just got to manifest it. This opportunity, which is really passionate, but it's waiting outside. It's not waiting behind the door. You know, it's going outside. It's out there. You just got to go and get it and claim it. All of a sudden, you're getting completely in alignment with yourself. Yeah? If you don't put yourself first, Six of Pentacles, right? If you don't put yourself first and you only put other people's first, you are going to have 3 cups that are going to be empty. You're going to be disappointed a little bit with that whole sort of scenario. But if you, that's you, that cup there, if you start applying you, sort of saying, I'm going out because I want love in my life. Don't go out going, I want to find love. No. It's there anyway, whether you like it or not, whether you're here or not, it's there. Love is always there. You know, it's just a case of whether you want to engage in it. From the past, you're realizing what works and what doesn't work. And it's revealing a secret within you of how you entwine your life emotionally within the relationships and the spiritual path. It's revealing to you what your strength is here. It's really, really beautiful. Hermit card, know your shadow side. This is that argument from within. I think this is an argument that you do with yourself. I think sometimes when we all are guilty of this, we all can put ourselves down. And I think this internal conversation or this internal conflict that you might have with yourself, sort of saying, oh, it's only going to go wrong. It's only chocolate cake. I think that is the detrimental thing. I think you've got to stop holding yourself back from falling in love. Yeah, it's a leap of faith. It really is a leap of faith. And it's a faith in you with the Queen of Swords. Having a control over your emotions and choosing this path. The universe, the door is open for you to explore, love. And it could be with an existing person, as I said, with someone from the past, someone from the future. Doesn't really matter. It's just you being in line with your passions and what is good for you. The moment you do that, that's when you're going to get the good results. And it is a bit of a leap of faith. Yeah, don't worry, you'll get it wrong like everybody else. But it's, what doesn't kill you is only going to make you stronger. And I think, but you've got to allow your emotions to flow here. You've really got to allow your emotions to flow. On your financial side, a lot of information coming through on your karmic path here. As I said, there's seeing the illusions for what they are. I think that's what the information is all about on this 8 of Wands. There's a lot of communications with your higher self and your inner self, to know how to seize this opportunity, or at least streamline the operation of your career path, your business, or your project, so it works really well for you. King of Swords is all about judgment. Patience is on the Temperance card here, turning negative into positive. And once you get that process of how to actually do something, how to take your career path to the next level, or your job or your business, once you realize that process, that's when you can turn that energy that can be a little bit frustrating into energy that is really productive. And your judgment and your clarity of judgment of everything, of your connection, networking, connecting with the outside world and so forth, seeing how you position your career path within the business you're working with, or how you push your business within the clients that are within your industry. And same thing for your projects. The moment you start doing that, I think you're going to get the best results. And obviously, this thing from the past is now finally bringing you happiness. It's because you're nurturing your happiness from your past. You're creating something that is good for you. It's a case now of how you mechanically go about putting one foot in front of the other and gradually taking your financial world onto another level. And I think when you do that, it is going to give you healing. It is going to, in the future, the rewards that sitting in your power is going to make you feel a lot more secure about yourself, about the life you're living, your home. You might be able to buy a house if you haven't got a house, or you might be able to do that extra project that you haven't been able to do because you didn't quite have the finances. I think you're getting a lot of possibilities within your life. And the moment you sit within your power, that's when you can really reach for the stars. There is a great opportunity coming in for you to streamline the evolution of your sort of a career path or business and projects. So basically, rather than just sort of repeating the same thing, just expecting or hoping for growth, you've got to adapt it in another way, or you've got to bring in new things. Then therefore, it's going to change the way in which you can mechanically in which you have to go about things. Could be moving into social media or advertising or whatever it is, your business into that. But just start engaging in a way that has a process that plays to your strengths, of sort of kind of going, knowing the mechanics I need to do in order to get the results. And it's maybe the mechanics that are slightly changing and you need a slightly new map. But whatever it is, you should be looking much higher in your life, certainly on your financial side. You should be looking a lot higher for that on your financial side. And I think sometimes actually this has got a lot of play on the relationship side. If you go after that success on your financial side, I think it's going to give you the confidence to allow you to express your emotions on your relationship side. And I think that's going to bring you beautiful love, or beautiful, passionate love, new or old or whatever. Doesn't really matter. It's whatever it is. It's a different type of engagement from your side. Okay, so there you go, Gemini. Hope you're enjoying all the other stuff we do on this channel, to the energy readings or the energy videos that we do. Be lovely to see you there. Thanking you very much for all the support you give to us through this channel, through the YouTube system. It's very much appreciated. Yes, that's all for me left to say is don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.